Welcome to the Morning English Podcast. Listen, learn, and speak English daily.
Has you ever felt totally nervous when you try to speak English?
Oh, absolutely.
Like you freeze up and you just don't know what to say? Or maybe you feel really shy when you try to use a new word. It's such a common fear.
Right. That happens sometimes. It honestly happens to everyone.
It really does. Well, good morning and welcome to our deep dive on the Morning English Podcast. We're sitting out here in the garden today. It's such a peaceful morning. The sun is shining, and you can even hear the birds if you listen closely.
It's so relaxing.
It's the perfect place to grab your coffee and talk about learning English in a calm, easy way. Today, we're looking at some amazing source materials about using the topic of personal growth to practice your listening and speaking.
I love that because learning English is really a personal journey, you know?
Exactly. And you don't need to feel stressed. You're sitting right here with us in the garden, just two friends chatting.
So what exactly is our mission for today?
Well, we're going to look at how talking about our goals and our habits actually makes learning a difficult language a lot easier. We have this great blueprint to share. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more easy English lessons.
Yes, please do.
We love having you here. So let's unpack this. The materials we're looking at focus on personal growth. Things like getting better over time and, changing your mindset.
That's perfect for beginner and intermediate learners, too.
Right. It uses simple language, but the ideas are really meaningful. And there's a real scientific reason why it works. When you talk about your own life, your brain actually relaxes.
Oh, really? That makes so much sense.
Yeah, it lowers your stress. The source material calls it the affective filter. Basically, if you aren't bored or scared, your brain absorbs the words so much faster.
So true. You stop worrying about rigid grammar rules.
Exactly. You're just sharing your real feelings.
Yeah.
And sharing feelings leads us right into the most important skill, which is listening.
Oh, listening is the unsung hero of learning English.
It really is. The source material talks heavily about listening practice. It's not just about hearing words. It's how you learn natural sentence structures.
Right.
Like, if you hear a phrase over and over, you learn the grammar without even trying. For example, if you hear someone say, "I've been working on myself lately."
I've been working on myself. That's a great phrase.
Yeah. You're secretly learning the present perfect continuous tense.
Wow, that sounds so complicated when you say the grammar name.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It sounds terrible. But when you just listen to the phrase naturally, it feels completely normal.
That's why active listening is so important.
Tell us about that. What does the text say about active listening?
Well, it isn't just playing a podcast in the background while you wash the dishes. You have to focus on the meaning.
Oh, I see.
And there's this amazing technique the text talks about called shadowing.
Shadowing, like a shadow on the ground.
Exactly like that. You listen, you pause, and then repeat. You copy the speaker like a shadow.
Oh, wow. So you match their rhythm and their accent.
Yes, it builds muscle memory in your mouth and your brain.
That makes me think of a musician playing scales along with a master recording. You match the rhythm first, and then later you can improvise.
That's a perfect analogy.
So if we're shadowing, what kind of words are we practicing? Let's walk through the basic vocabulary the source gives us.
Good choice. They give us a great toolkit of simple words.
First is the word improve, which means to get better.
Improve. I want to improve my English.
Next is goal, something to achieve.
Yes, my goal is to speak fluently.
Then we have habit, something you do regularly.
Like practicing English every morning in the garden. That's a good habit.
It sure is. Next is challenge, something difficult.
Learning a new language is a big challenge.
And finally, progress, improvement over time.
I am making progress every single day.
These words seem simple, but the source also gives us phrases like work on yourself. Why are these idioms so important?
Because they let you have real conversations. You can talk to a friend and share your real struggles.
That's so true. We don't just state plain fact to our friends. We talk about our feelings.
Exactly.
Now, here's something I found incredibly clever in the text. It maps grammar directly to the timeline of our lives.
Oh, I love this part.
It makes grammar feel like telling a story. Let's break down the timelines. We start with the past, the starting line.
Like saying, I was shy before, or I didn't speak much English.
Right. That sets up the struggle. Then we move to the present, the action phase.
I am improving my English.
Yes, I am improving. It's happening right now. And then the result, the present perfect.
I have learned a lot.
They're claiming a victory I have learned a lot. And finally, the future.
I will improve my speaking. I want to become fluent.
It turns boring grammar into your own personal story.
It really does. You connect with it emotionally.
Okay, so the text also gives a very specific 7-day blueprint for action, a daily practice plan.
This is so helpful for learners.
Days 1 through 3, you just listen to simple conversations and repeat sentences.
That's the shadowing we talked about.
Right. But then, days 4 through 6, you practice speaking and you record your voice.
Oh, no.
I know. Recording your own voice is terrifying for most people. Why would the text push learners to do that by day 4?
Well, this raises an important question about how we hear ourselves. When we speak, we hear our voice inside our head, and it sounds nice and smooth.
Yeah, I always sound like a cool radio host in my head.
But when we hear a recording, we hear our mistakes objectively. It forces us to self-correct.
That's scary, but very true.
It tracks your tangible progress, because progress is more important than perfection.
Wow. Progress is more important than perfection. That's so good. If you look back at day 4 when you're on day 30, you'll actually hear how much you've grown.
Exactly. It gives you real proof.
So it's totally worth the temporary discomfort.
Definitely. Don't worry if it sounds weird at first. Just keep recording.
Let's actually try a little step-by-step simulation right now, like two friends talking.
Okay, that sounds fun.
I'll ask you a question using our new vocabulary, and you answer.
I'm ready.
So, hey, what are you doing these days?
Oh, I'm trying to improve myself.
That's really great. How are you doing that?
Well, I read books and I practice my English daily.
Wow, that's a really good habit.
Thank you. It's a bit of a challenge sometimes.
I'm sure it is. But you're making a lot of progress.
See? That felt like a totally natural conversation.
It did. And we used almost all the key words. Improve, habit, challenge, progress.
It's so much better than just reading a list of words from a textbook.
Completely. And it builds confidence. When you practice a dialogue like that, step by step, you feel ready for the real world.
Yes. You can walk into a coffee shop or talk to a coworker and actually know what to say.
Let's expand on the grammar timeline a bit more, because I think that's a really huge takeaway.
Let's do it.
When someone uses the past tense to say, I was shy before, they're acknowledging their old comfort zone.
Right. Stepping out of your comfort zone is a big theme in personal growth.
It is. Acknowledging where you started is so important.
And then moving into the present continuous tense. I am improving. The ing suffix shows that you are actively putting in the effort right now.
It shows motion. You aren't stuck.
Exactly.
And when you say, I have learned a lot, that dopamine hit we get from realizing our own progress, that's what cements the grammar rule in our brain.
Yes, the emotion connects to the syntax. Your brain says, this grammar rule makes me proud. I should remember it.
That's incredible. The language of improvement helps the brain learn the language itself.
It's a beautiful cycle.
It really is. And I want to remind you, the listener, that you can do this too. If you just take a few minutes every morning, maybe sit in your own garden or by a window and just say these phrases out loud.
Just a little bit every day makes a huge difference. Consistency is key.
Absolutely. Consistency over intensity. It's better to practice for 10 minutes every morning than to cram for 3 hours on a Sunday night.
Oh, definitely. Cramming just raises that affective filter we talked about. It makes you stressed.
Right. And we want to keep things calm and relaxed, just like this peaceful morning.
Exactly. Learning should feel good.
Exactly. When you listen back, focus on the fact that you communicated a clear thought. That's a huge win.
It really is.
And it perfectly sets us up to talk about the bumps in the road. Because learning a language is never just a straight line, is it?
No, it is not. There are always going to be some small mistakes.
So let's look at some potholes on the path.
Yeah.
Navigating common mistakes.
Yes, that happens sometimes.
The source material actually pulls out some specific mistakes versus correct forms. For example, a learner might say, I am improve myself. But the correct form is, I am improving myself.
Right, you need that ing at the end.
And here's another one. Someone might say, I want improve.
Leaving out the word to, it should be, I want to improve.
Exactly. But there's one mistake in the text that I think is super confusing for beginners.
Which one is that?
It's when people say, I did many progress.
Oh, I hear that one all the time.
Right. But the correct form is, I made a lot of progress.
Yes, made a lot of progress.
But if you think about it, why is it wrong? We do our homework, we do the laundry. Why can't we do progress? Why do we have to make progress?
That's such a fair question. It feels totally random to a beginner.
It really does. It feels like a trick.
Well, please don't worry if you make this mistake. English just has these weird rules where certain words always go together. We call them collocations. Make goes with progress.
What should you do if you accidentally say, I did a lot of progress?
Just correct yourself gently and keep going. You can say, oops, I made a lot of progress.
That's a great way to handle it.
The source reminds us, do not fear mistakes. Mistakes help you grow. Recognizing the error means you are learning.
Exactly. It's a sign of progress, not failure. So be kind to yourself. Well said. Okay, before we wrap up today, let's do a quick review.
Good idea. Let's practice speaking out loud.
Wherever you're listening right now, just repeat after us.
Ready. Here's the first one. I want to improve myself.
I want to improve myself.
Great. Now try this one. I am building good habits.
I am building good habits.
Excellent. Let's do one more. I made a lot of progress.
I made a lot of progress.
See? No complicated grammar rules to memorize. Just simple, positive phrases you can use every single day.
They feel really good to say out loud, don't they?
They really do. It shifts your whole mindset for the day.
It sets you up for success. You're rewiring your brain just by practicing these words.
Yeah.
That brings us to the end of our deep dive. Before we go, we just want to say thank you to our amazing listeners.
We truly appreciate your support.
We really do. Now, tell us in the comments, what's one good habit you're building right now?
We love reading your messages.
Don't forget to subscribe for more easy and fun English lessons.
Give this video a like if it helped you today.
And share it with someone who wants to improve their English. But before we leave, think about this. If changing your words from problem to challenge helps you learn, does your language literally shape your ability to grow in life? Something to ponder.
Wow. Keep learning, keep growing, and never give up.
Until next time, keep practicing and enjoy your morning. Bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone.